Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. Beautiful morning it is. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You stepped into the hottest spot in town. This is Sunshine's Corner, as I invite you in every single day. Now, this is the place where you can have those conversations sometimes that may be difficult, but you know what? You can feel comfortable having them here. This is your information link. Of course, you know that. And we are going to let you know what's happening in and around our community so you can be a part of it. Now, today is not going to be any different. But firstly, let me say, it is still Black History Month, and we are telling you that we celebrate Black history every single day. But today I want to thank my sponsors who have stepped aboard to be a part of this great month to say, hey, look, we are celebratory of this entire month, not just in February. Let's say thank you to AHW Barber Academy. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We've got supplemental care services. Thank you, Gabrielle. As well as Wildcat Soaps and Candles, going to be on here real soon. And Joe Marcin Son Funeral Home. We've got Mr. Wings Chicken and Waffle. Oh, I can just taste that right now. Wouldn't that be good early in the morning? A little heavy, but good morning. It's good stuff for you. Also, we've got the Escambia County Democratic Party. Thank you for being a sponsor of Sunshine's Corner and Black History Month. And right about now, I want to introduce you to a young lady. As a matter of fact, this is my first time meeting her as well. This is Paige, and you know, Paige, I'm just going to say Paige, okay, Paige? Yes. And you are with the SCI Student Group.
Yes.
And of course, you are with Light Up Learning.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Are you excited?
I'm so excited. This is my first Light Up Learning. I just started with the program last month.
Oh.
So I'm very excited for our first fundraiser.
I can imagine. But you know what? When you say Light Up Learning, that says, that's a mouthful right there. That speaks volumes right there when you're talking about educating with any child, lighting them up with the learning process going to take them throughout the remainder of their life, right?
Yes.
Well, let's find out a little bit more about you, Paige. So you said you've been doing this for a month now.
Yes.
Are you a resident here of Pensacola?
Yes. We just moved down here last September.
Oh, really?
About 6 months now.
How do you like it?
I love it. Everyone is so nice. Love the people the most. It's the best part. Just a beautiful town. We live like block away from the water. We love driving to the beach. We've been having so much fun.
I hear you. Well, look, you're going to be fun because, look, when I first moved here, I said, oh, my goodness, what have I been missing? But, you know, I got that old thing that I heard people tell me, so, well, Sunshine, you've got the sand on your toes now. You can't get away. And when you get the sand in your toes and you're right there on the water, you're not going anywhere. But welcome to Pensacola. And welcome to be a part of the SCI so that I know that there's so many things that's being done for the community. And with this is a heart tugger, should I say, because of the fact that what it stands for, what's behind it, and what we're trying to reach. And with that, I want you to just from your heart, with your learning the program, how do you tell us about what's coming up, what you're doing, and all about the program.
Yep. So Light Up Learning is our annual fundraiser for Building Brains.
Right.
Building Brains is actually a national company. So hospitals nationwide are implementing this, and it's a program that educates parents on the development of their baby's brain.
Right.
And it provides resources, text messaging, newsletters, just to educate parents on how they can help build their baby's brains from age 0 to 3.
Isn't that amazing? When I first learned that, right, at that age, you think, up until 3, I was thinking, like, is that really?
Right.
But isn't that amazing?
Yep. And and so that's what a lot of new parents don't understand and know, is that by the age of 3, 85% of your child's brain is developed.
Oh my goodness.
So there's a lot of work to be done during those early years, and it's important for parents to just be aware and to know how they can assist in building their child's brain.
You know, that's a great thing. And, I love the fact because, see, with this, not only I, but I'm sure others, so therefore the parent is being educated and they're learning with their child at the same time. So that's a great thing right there, to learn something and become more excited about a process that's going to really affect your child for the rest of their lives.
Yep.
And when you think about it, that the brain, 85% is already developed by age 3.
I know.
Isn't that something?
I know.
But it was something else that I found out that I had the opportunity. I went to the hospital. I walked over to visit with some of the parents and was talking, and I saw just how the parents are really being receptive And with the kids, I'll say with the ones that's already at home, the younger ones, how they are also educating them. And those children are helping with that child and mom too to take this on through. I think that's amazing how it works. And with the fact, I want to say this, you know, to my friends in my community. We sometimes talk to our kids, hey, shooka wooka. You know, when I found out, Paige, how many words that's not being used. Hi, pumpkin. No. Hi, Bob. This is coffee. I mean, that's a straw that stirs the coffee.
Yes.
You know,
Great job.
I mean, but you think about that. That means there's so many things that's accessible that educating the parents on the fact of with their newborn. Let's say this before a child is even born. Isn't it great to read to babies before they are born? Tell us about that.
Yes, babies can start hearing you while they're in the womb. So it is great to be speaking to them, reading to them while you're still pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's why they're kicking. Tell me more, Mom. I mean, but that's a great thing. And with, I got to give kudos to Quint. Kudos to you, Quint, for this one. He brought it and introduced it to us here in Pensacola with the hospital.
Yes.
It has been a phenomenal asset to our parents and to the children at home. And with this is, I mean, I want all parents to understand education, knowledge. When you can educate a child even by just reading a book, even before you even deliver that baby, just think about how you're getting ahead for that child, what place it's going to play in society.
Yep.
Think about that, Paige. We've got an event coming up. Let's talk about that. The importance of what's going to be taking place here coming up on the 6th. Ooh, next week.
Yes, so Light Up Learning is the fundraiser for the Build a Brain program here in Pensacola.
Right.
So all the proceeds go to keeping the program going here in Pensacola because we offer the service. We offer the service free to all of our hospitals here in Pensacola.
Okay.
Because the goal is to build up our community here and to increase our kindergarten readiness rates in Pensacola.
Right.
So we work with HCA, Sacred Heart Ascension, Baptist, and then Santa Rosa Medical Center.
Okay.
So we provide resources and we educate new parents at all 4 of those hospitals. So next week is that annual fundraiser to just raise money for that program here in Pensacola.
Now with the parents, when you start to educate the parents about this, the reception of this as well, I mean, is it a long process or do they feel like, oh?
It's not a long process. That's part of the beauty of the program. So when the program first originated, there was a much longer video and then they cut it down and we realized there was no knowledge lost in the shorter version. So every parent who gives birth at a hospital in Pensacola watches about a 4.5-minute video that really educates them on their baby's brain development.
Right.
And then they are able to sign up for a couple extra resources. So they can sign up for the Basics, which is a text messaging service. And it just sends them texts every week and kind of gives them a little activity they can do with their kids.
Really?
And then you can also sign up for a newsletter. Which is sent via email, and it also provides education on your baby's brain development. And then you get a brain bag as well, and that also has extra resources in it.
Really? I mean, with the parents, okay, when they receive these, and I think that's a light bulb also to say that here's a reminder of things that when you get busy with the kids, you may say, well, no, you get that text message, and here's a reminder on something you need to do, or maybe a list to check off to see if things are progressing the way they should be.
Tips, information, variety of things that come through the text messaging service.
Absolutely. So, and it's free, right?
Yes, it is free for every parent who signs up.
Really? So if I'm pregnant, I'm not. If I had to get that joke in. If I'm pregnant, I hear about this today. What can a parent do to be a part of this if they don't know already? Do they go to the hospital or?
No, they could just call our office.
Okay.
And we have a website, Studer Community Institute.
Right.
We also have social media pages on Instagram and Facebook. And yes, just contact us and we can get them set up.
I got you. And that social media page is called?
Studer Community Institute.
Of course. So look, guys, don't let this pass because this is absolutely something I think each parent needs to know on things that they don't know.
Yes.
I don't want that to sound dry, cold, but that's a fact. Because I think that knowledge is power. I mean, when you're given that knowledge that you're learning, so think about what the child is getting. I want to go this way here too. Some people that, let's say, do you get more participation from, or is it less participation from the lower income?
We don't.
Have you had time to do that?
So that was part of the original implementation of the program. We don't get less participation, but there is a higher increase in knowledge gained, which is great.
Okay, it is.
Yes.
Okay, so when a parent get this, okay, do you see the enthusiasm there that they want to even learn more? They want to pass this on? And
for many parents, yes.
Do you really?
Yes, because I think every parent can agree that we all want what's best for our children.
And of course.
And this information isn't, known for the most part. I mean, before taking this job, I did not know all of this. So I think parents really appreciate being informed about this.
Most certainly. So there are ways that we can keep this knowledge out, because it's like if I'm learning, you're learning. So therefore we got to keep the community educated on part so they can be a part of this process. So they can gain from the knowledge that's there for them. We are talking with Paige today with the SCI Institute right here in Pensacola. And listen, this is some information that I think if you're a child, if you're a mother, if you're having a baby, need this information. Exactly. This is the time where I think you should sit back, take down notes, because it's going to be a screen that's going to pop up with everything, all the information that we're going to get, that people can be able to contact you to learn more about it. Absolutely. So listen, don't let this bypass you today. We're talking with Paige, and Paige is, I can see the excitement in her eyes from the knowledge that she's gaining for the things that are so implemental for our community, I think that causes us to grow. I'm a strong believer that knowledge is power. When we get this knowledge out there, you don't know what you can't do if you don't have any knowledge of it. Think about it. Think about it.
Yeah.
So that way, this is what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, to learn. And coming up on the 6th, I can't wait.
It's going to be fun.
This is going to be fun. It's going to be at the Wahoo Stadium.
Yes.
I'm not going to take anything from it. You tell us about that, okay?
So Light Up Learning Again is our fundraiser, and it's at the Blue Wahoo Stadium. So we're going to have dinner, cocktails, some entertainment, DJ, and then there's going to be a live auction. And Sonshine's a part of that. Thank you, Sonshine. She's one of our auctioneers.
Yeah. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be that auctioneer. You're going to think you're going to see me on TV. Oh, yeah. Coming up, we're going to talk more with Paige about the great big event that's coming up right there at the Pensacola Wahoo Stadium on March 6th, which is next Thursday. Oh, God, that's right around the corner. I really got to practice. Stay with us. We're going to tell you all about it right here on Sonshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sonshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sonshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
Do you have a house that you want to turn into cash? I'm Mike with Mullet Man Buys Houses from Pensacola, Florida. Maybe you inherited a house, are facing foreclosure, have tenant issues, or the house is in general disrepair. I buy houses cash, in as-is condition, and close in as little as 3 weeks. I can provide you a competitive offer the same day I walk through your house. With Mullet Man Buys Houses, you can find the easy solution to put cash in your hand as quickly as possible.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
And welcome back to Sonshine's Corner. Happy Oh God, the week is almost gone. This Wednesday is hump day. Yep. Well, listen at this. Now, we're talking with Paige today, and we're talking about a great big event. We're talking about the auction and everything that's coming up for this event next Thursday. But we want to talk about how people can be a part, the community can donate to be a part of this event. And we've got something that's going to come up on the screen to show them how they can do that. I'll let you do that, Paige, okay?
Yes. So the QR code on the screen, you can scan that, and it takes you to a site that allows you to buy a bulb. So at our Light Up Learning event, we are going to have a giving wall. And it's filled with light bulbs. Every donation lights up a bulb, and the goal is to light up the entire wall.
Oh, how cute.
Yes. So the event is sold out, which is incredible. So, you know, you can't buy a table or a seat to the event as of now, but you can give individually if you would like. So as long as you scan that QR code, you can also access the site from, again, our social media pages. We have the information on there as well, on Instagram and Facebook. And yes, you can buy a bulb, and that will light up one of our bulbs on the giving wall.
Oh, how cute. Yeah. That was cute. I mean, the light, so let's light all these bulbs up.
Yes. Oh, and we have a special pink light bulb. And so everyone who buys a bulb has a chance to win the pink light bulb, and it's a $1,000 gift card to Elabash's jeweler.
Really?
Yes.
Get you lighting up. Oh man, that's cute. So now that's how we will keep this up, and as you can go to the Facebook page, all your social media, right?
Yes.
And they'll see this QR code there that they can just scan it with their phone and go ahead and make a donation. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's do that, because when it comes to making a difference with our children, this is what we need. And when I say even from the babies all the way on up, that's how you get them planted with everything that's going on. Now let's go back to talking about this. I want to talk about that auctioning, because I'm going to be an auctioneer that night, and I've been practicing in the mirror. She's laughing. She haven't seen me like, I'm going to be a talker that night.
You're going to do great.
But it's going to be so many other items that's going to be auctioned off, because there's so many other names that I've recognized that's going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
And you see, I am a very competitive woman.
Okay? Good. So you want yours to go for the highest amount.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's what my goal is. All of my supporters, please don't let me down. I need you. And I mean, this what I'm going to be auctioning. Can we say what I'm going to?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever been on a yacht? Have you ever ridden on a yacht? Have you experienced that feeling on a yacht with your friends? No. Well, here's the opportunity. That's what I'm going to be auctioning off. Man, please. That is going to be so great. So be there. Get ready to help me be the big fundraiser. You know, we're going to do that, because there are other things that I know. I think Jonathan's going to be there.
Yes.
Jonathan, I got you. Work hard, Jonathan. But it's going to be an event that's going to be fun. But the fact of it is, all the monies that we're raising is going toward the Light Up Learning, you know,
building
the
brains.
process, that everything that's needed for the children.
Yes.
And for the parents that's in the hospital, so they can get this education, so they can be educating their kids.
Yes.
Now, with this event that's coming up, not only that, throughout the year, let's say that with the parents, my question is, with parents when they're pregnant and they see how the process is, you visit them in the hospitals after the babies?
Yes. So right now with our program, this is in the hospital. And depending on the hospital, it's either during labor and delivery or it's during postpartum discharge care.
Labor and delivery? Really?
Yes.
You're in there? I mean, you're in the lobby?
Oh, me personally, no.
But she's not you.
So it's our nurses.
Of course.
Yes.
And you know, you got to get the nurses excited about this, because you know, it's got to be exciting for them to be a part of this program.
Yes, and we are inviting nurses from all of our hospitals to the event. And part of the event also is an educational portion about building brains. So it's going to be a great time. But yes, our nurses have been phenomenal. They all really care about the program, which is great. And we've been, Studer Community Institute has been running this for a couple of years at the hospital now.
Exactly.
So our nurses know what they're doing.
Most certainly. Yeah. And I had the opportunity, like I said, I went by, I did a tour. And I was there, I went to Baptist. And the young ladies that were there, it was so pleasing to see the intrigue with the mother and the father. How they were there together. It was their first child. And how you could see it in their eyes, what they had learned thus far. The excitement about with the text messages, the reminders, the process that keep you going throughout the growth of this child. And to think that a child is being educated so much by the time they're 3, we have to be on this to make sure we are planting what's really important in the children.
Yes.
You know, and that's why it's so greatly important that we teach a child. There are so many words. There was a young lady that came in that Quint had, that we found out that there were thousands and thousands of words that weren't even being used. And that's why I said with the Pookie and hi cutie, yeah, but you know, hi Paige, look at mommy's baby blue eyes. You know, talk to that child, you know.
Sound out the vowels.
Exactly.
Doing great. Yep.
So they will have
descriptive
that.
words.
Exactly.
Yes.
With your pretty blue eyes. Really, mama? But these are things that we need to learn. Now, if you've got questions and want to be a part of this, I encourage you to call us up. Be a part of this conversation. That's what I think that's so great about this show, Paige. For people, there may be a question they have that they want to ask of you or ask of me about the event, about the process completely. 850-432-7768. That's the number you can call or text, because we may not know everything that's in that person's ear or thought process about the event. And with this coming up on next Thursday, with the fact of that, with the process, now let people know how this process is going. You work this throughout the year.
Yes.
Tell us about the process that keep it going, with the things that you do to make sure, not only with the fact that you're texting the parents, but the things that, because I'm sure sometimes it's not as smooth as ever, that you might run into a nick or two. But to keep that process going, let's talk about things of that nature, so to ensure the people that this is something that they all need to be a part of.
Yes. So we are constantly working on our brain bags. So I know we haven't talked about that much, but every parent at the hospital also receives a brain bag on top of watching the video and being able to sign up for the texts and the newsletters. You receive a brain bag, and so the most important thing in that brain bag is our baby steps book.
Okay.
And that has information on baby's milestones. So information on the milestones your baby should be hitting depending on the age. It has information on screen time and just guidelines for it, activities you can be doing to develop your baby's brains. So it's a great resource, and we actually encourage parents to really be following their milestones and taking note. If you have any concerns, bringing that with you to your pediatrician appointment. We also have just a variety of resources if your child is struggling developmentally anyway. We provide resources on a lot of other programs in Pensacola, in the community, that you can access if you need them.
And that's why it's called the brain bag, because of so many things that's in there for the brain that keeps it moving. With the fact that you're noting everything with your child, shows you the progress. Have you had the process where you've run it? Because now you see more children are affected by things like some children are, I don't like to say it, but you know, special needs. And therefore you've got the contact there. When they keep this is a way that you can have the progress with your doctor. So they will know exactly if that person is going through something different, how to handle it, right?
Yes. So that's why it's so important to be watching out for those milestones, and most importantly, if your child is not hitting a milestone. And then, yes, we have resources in there that parents can utilize if their child has special needs as well.
Now, when it comes to the brain bag, with all the material that's in that bag, are there ways that other people can, do you just purchase the stuff, or people donate the items, or?
Yes, we purchase it. So donations go towards those resources.
That's where I was going.
Yes. And then we have a company that puts together the brain bags for us. So we purchase and ship them all of the materials that go into the bag. They put the bag together, and then they deliver bags every month to all of our hospitals.
Every month?
Yes.
That's a lot of bags.
For Sacred Heart, twice a month.
That's a lot of bags.
Yes.
So therefore, we need the resources.
Yes.
We need. I say that because if you're going to Sacred Heart, so is that the hospital that does the most deliveries with the babies? Twice a month. That's a lot of bags. So we need to really get the resources out there, and that's another way that people can help with the donations. If we put that back up on the screen, there's going to be a code, a QR code that's going to be there that you can scan, so that you can be a part of this process of helping the parents prepare for that newborn, or for that child that needs the help that they are going to receive from this. And ladies and gentlemen, we try to give you the information that's important for you. And what better way than it is than with your children or with your babies? I think it's such a miraculous thing when you look at a child. That's a point of a miracle anyway, when a mother brings a child into this world. So wouldn't you want your child to have the best of everything? Wouldn't you want your child to have most knowledge of everything that's beneficial for them? What going to start them to help them through the walks of life? And I think that's absolutely great when people will just hear what we're saying, the importance of it, and the importance of what you're doing, because you're going to make a great big impact in this community, Paige.
Thank
with
you.
what you're doing, and you know, you'll see. You'll see.
Yes,
people are receptive.
Thank you. Yes, the overall goal is to increase our kindergarten readiness rates in Escambia County. So those rates we're currently sitting at about 50%. So that means half of the children in Escambia County enter kindergarten and are not ready.
They're not ready.
And data shows that kindergarten readiness rates are linked to high school graduation rates.
Of course.
So that's really another overall goal is to increase high school graduation rates in our community.
Most certainly, most certainly. Now, when you say that they're not ready for, when they're not, then that means that they're lacking of, when we say this, you know, when you hear, well, I didn't put my child in school till this age, so are you educating that child at home? No.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what we're trying to get you to understand is the importance of the step. There's a process in everything. There's a process that get you to the point that's going to be successful. There's a process. There's a format that you got to use. And that's what we're talking about, the process, the format right here today to get people to understand the importance of what we're talking about with our kids.
Yes.
Stay close. We're going to tell you even more coming up right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
There are many reasons someone may need in-home care, whether it may be respite care, them recovering from surgery, or having a chronic condition. Having someone dedicated and reliable is imperative. Supplemental Support Care Services was created to provide to those who are in need with quality care that they deserve in the home. Taking it a step further, our main goal is to ensure that Supplemental Support Care Services is where the love and care is top priority.
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families and hear from area experts and local business owners.
This Black History Note is being brought to you by Joe Marcin Son Funeral Home.
In 1961, brave men and women called Freedom Riders took bus trips across the South to fight unfair segregation laws. Black and white passengers sat together, even though it was against the law in some places. Their peaceful protests grabbed the world's attention and pushed the U.S. government to step in 1961. New laws were made to ban segregation on buses and in bus stations.
This Black History Note has been brought to you by Joe Marcin Son Funeral Home. And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner on this Wednesday. I was about to say Thursday because I have Thursday on the brain. Get it? But we're talking with Paige today, and we're talking about all the things that are beneficial to you, the parent. Fathers are included.
Yes.
Let's talk, because, I don't want to feel like we leave the dads out because they are just as important that they know the process as it is for mom, because working together, don't break the link, make sure it's all connected, correct?
Correct, and I check myself on that too, because sometimes I find myself saying, new mom,
Yeah.
and then nope, it's
because
both
when
of
I went
them.
to the hospital, it was a couple, and the father was asking more questions than the mom, believe it or not.
Well, sometimes the father's head is a little more clear during that time. The mom has a lot going on.
Oh God, doesn't she?
Yeah.
For what she's gone through. But we have talked about a lot of things that's important as far as the program within itself. And for those who are not are just tuning in, we're talking with Paige today, and she's from the SCI Institute right there, and she's talking about light up learning and all of these things that are incorporated around that. with the fact of what you're doing to improve with our children right here in the community. And I say thank you for that, because at first I was like, nah, you know, you have to be educated to understand the process and how valuable it is. And the fact that it's even introduced here in Pensacola is a winner within itself. And you've got the hospitals that are right there in conjunction with you, believing in this process. That makes a difference. And I want to say kudos to you and everybody who works around this, because I know it takes a lot of work. And to educate parents who want to use this or to get to know this, that's got to be a process. And when you reach out to do that with the people that are going to be receptive of this. And we want you to be a part. We want you to be able to donate to this, because these are things that with these brain bags that are given out, when you see how often they are given out with the important tools that are within the bags, then therefore you can be a part. I always get people say, well, Sonshine, what can I do to help? How can I help? I want to help with some of the things that you do. Let me help. Oh, this is the way.
Yes.
Help. Donate. And you know, I didn't ask you for $1 million, but I'll take it. But you know, I believe if you put your $100 with my $100, put your $500 with my $500, look at how that's going to manifest and grow. So put ours together so it can benefit for our tomorrow. Because who's our tomorrow? Those babies that are coming into the world. Those are the ones for tomorrow. And we've got to plant the seed today so that we can have a great harvest with them. Knowledge. Great knowledge. You know, let's give them a wrap up, because I want to make sure people come out next week downtown.
Yes.
You know, for the auction that we're going to have. How can people get involved again? If they want to be a part, do they buy tickets to come to the event?
We are sold out.
Uh-oh.
Yes, which is a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Yes. So, but we have it every year. So this time next year, look for ticket sales. And if you are a company, you can always sponsor a table as well for next year. So it gets you 8 seats. And there's a variety of sponsorship options as well to support the program.
Right.
And then yes, as it gets closer to time, we tend to sell individual seats too.
Oh,
we are sold out. But yes, you can always make an individual contribution.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
You know, that also shows me that people believe. Because if it's something you don't believe in, you're not going to do it. But so if it's sold out and the event's not till next week, that speaks volumes right there within itself. And with the process, and I want to say this to Paige, there has been a lot of research that's gone into this.
Yes.
To prove out the facts that have been proven to improve our parents and the children. And kudos to that, because I know I've heard Quint talk about all of the, you know, the background, everything that goes into this to make it so successful. And I know you got to feel good to work with that, because do you have any kids yet?
No, I do not.
Do you want any kids?
Yes.
She said yes. Now, you got to be talking to your baby the whole time, right?
I think about that sometimes. I think, oh, it's a lot of work, but okay.
But look, you're going to have it down to a science. Because look, all this you're learning, guys, she is blushing big time. Wait till your husband see this. But the fact of it is that you are putting your heart into it. And I think that with the fact that with you're young and doing this, so this is going to reach that group, that age group.
That's the goal.
That is the goal for the people who are having the babies.
Yes.
You know, to show that there is a link there for them. And it is absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. So please, when it comes to things like this, I think that when we step outside of the box and allow our wings to just flourish, that takes us to another level. And with the fact that I want to say kudos also to all 3 of the hospitals here that are, and in Santa Rosa County.
Yes. Santa Rosa Medical Center.
That's right. So therefore, they believe as well. When I got to meet some of the nurses that when I did a tour, and to see the excitement, and even when they're walking around on that clipboard with all of those sheets that they already had filled out, they want to make sure that they reach the goals. So that people will have the opportunity to not miss out on an opportunity such as this, because the fact that you got people coming in behind them that's going to walk them through it. Now, after the child reached 3, is that the cutoff?
For our program.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. And so therefore, you've learned that you've obtained enough knowledge that you can see. Because why I say that, because there's a young lady there that this was her second child. And she was talking about her 9-year-old. Obviously, that was helping her with the process of the new baby. With some of the things that has been, that we talked about. The comes in the brain bag, the little book with the notes to show the milestones.
Yes.
She even brought that up. I wish I could remember her name, but she was so sweet. And she was talking about how she was so excited that even her 9-year-old will be able to help with the process of what she's got going.
Yes. And older kids can help with their younger siblings also by reading to them. That's a great way to help. That's one of our programs, is to encourage older children who are in elementary school to read to their younger siblings.
Absolutely. Yeah. Inclusive in the process. Yeah. And they'll do it even more. I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're talking about, what we need to know. Knowledge is power. And if you do not know about this, go to, what's the website again?
StuderCommunityInstitute.org, I believe.
Yes, it is. Okay. But you can go to all the social media sites.
Yes, Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn.
Okay. And you can find out more about it. It's on the screen now. You'll see that. And you can find up about Light Up Learning. So you will be able to clear that fog that's in your brain that you may have on how important it is, so the clarity of that fog won't affect your child. Oh, that was good. But the fact of it is, it's there for them, for the community to take advantage of.
Yes.
And all the hard work that goes into this is, it deserves so much more than I think that it receives.
Yes. And big thank you to all of our nurses, because we could not do this without them.
Absolutely.
The program would not be
Teamwork.
a success without our amazing nurses at all of our hospitals, who are really the ones going in and educating the parents and making sure that they receive these brain bags.
Right. So when they go in now, do they, is afterwards, and sometime, how long afterwards do they contact with the nurse? Is that the person that's in the text message, or is that just a group of?
They, the new parents sign up for the text messages, so that's part of our, we just went digital.
Okay.
So they scan a QR code, they watch the video, they answer just 2 questions, rate your knowledge before watching the video, rate your knowledge after watching the video, and then they can sign up for the texting service, and they can sign up for our newsletter.
Oh, okay. See how simple that is? So look, log on and get the information. Again, we're talking with Paige, and I think that this is great because of the fact that when you do something like this from the heart, you can tell by the person's face whether the heart is in it. And all I see is smiles. And I can see the intrigue that you're going to take it to the heights. And that's a great thing. And working together like this to keep the community educated and involved is the other point of what we need to do at all times. And that door, I'll leave that door for you. So if you got something that you want to make sure we get it out, here she is.
No, I think the other thing that the community can do is, if you are watching this program right now, go out and tell everyone.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So tell somebody, as I would say, tell somebody to tell somebody. If you don't know, tell somebody. There are a lot of people, I'm sure, that works in the social workers especially, that can be a part to help get this message out, because they're dealing with children.
Yes, and you know, right now our focus is on the hospitals, but we do have future aspirations of reaching pediatricians, social workers, daycares. These are all things we're thinking about once.
Implemented for the future.
Yep, implementing in the future, exactly.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Okay, that's a great thing, because, you know, when you think about that, so many other entities that can really benefit from what you're doing. And it's, like I said, it's a process.
Yes.
That you have to go through in order to maintain, to reach those goals that you are setting.
Yes.
And I tell you, it's a great thing. And I'm excited about Thursday coming up on next week. So you need to be excited as well, because it's going to be a fun time. It's all about fundraising for an event, not just an event, for this program that can be beneficial every year. Because you think about this when you say you take those brain bags, just to Sacred Heart twice a month. That's a lot. And so therefore, let's continue to make this even better by working together. And we work together by doing what it takes. I think that this is my little philosophy I like to use. Once we knit everything together like that, we can do anything, because we're connected on making a change, making a difference right there. And for you today, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to spread the word. Let everybody know about this. And if you didn't get the opportunity to watch but pieces of this show today, know that it will come back tonight at 6 o'clock. tell everybody, look, if you want to find out more about what's happening with Light Up Learning, this is the way you can do it. Watch the show again today and tell somebody about the good things, about the information that's being shared with you every single day right here on Sunshine's Corner. That's what this show is centered around. It's being the voice, being that part for the community that's needed, Paige. And you've got to keep me educated on what you're doing so we can continue to educate the community on what they need to know that they're not aware of. Because I strongly believe that the more people that find out about this program, it is going to be that much more beneficial. I really believe that with everything that flows on the inside of me, because I think it's great work. Like I said, when I first heard it, I was like, really? But until I found out the process and what it does, I'm sure that will be more than I that are certainly impressed with the knowledge and the numbers of how they're growing each and every year about what the work that you're putting into that. And I thank you for coming in to do that with us today. Continue that and get ready, because next week you're going to have somebody, you're going to say, oh my God, she was talking and I didn't know she could talk that fast. We ought to get you on stage next week to do it.
Oh, an auctioneer? I think those are your talents.
Look, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to get Paige. Are you here? Where are you, Paige? So, but no, it's going to be fun. And to hear that it's already sold out, that is a fantastic thing right there.
Yes, we're very excited.
I mean, what else can you ask for? I mean, but that is building right there within itself. That speaks volumes, because if this is sold out, get ready for next year so you can be a part of, you know? Yes. Let's recap a few things that we talked about. The process, what it benefits, how they can get in touch, and the importance of what you do.
Yes, so full recap, our Light Up Learning is our annual fundraiser. It's next week. So all the proceeds go towards our Building Brain program here in Pensacola to educate new parents on how they can develop their baby's brain. Your baby's brain is 80 to 85% developed by the age of 3. So we provide resources to all new parents who deliver at all 3 of the hospitals in Pensacola and then Santa Rosa Medical Center.
Absolutely.
Our event next week is sold out, but if you would like to make an individual donation, you can scan the QR code that's been popping up. And you can also go to our Instagram or Facebook page under Studer Community Institute. And there's information on there about how to donate to our Building Brains program.
No doubt. Now, we talked about, I want to reiterate this as well, Paige, because when we talked about the brain bag, what's all in that bag? We talked about just a couple of things that's in it.
Yes. So the Baby Steps book that we talked about the milestones and variety of information. There is a Escambia Children's Trust packet with a bunch of resources for that parents might need. Like if your child has autism, if they need help with speech, anything you can think of, that packet has resources for parents. There's also the P is for Pelican book that's written by a local author. So we provide that book that parents can read to their babies. And then we provide a rattle, which we are considering changing to like a baby nail clipper. And then we provide a flyer on just other resources within the community, like the Help Me Grow, Ready Kids, just a couple of other big programs in the community that help develop children at various ages.
Most certainly.
We end at 3, but there are other programs that help kids in pre-K and kindergarten as well.
But this is really, understand, to prepare them for that.
Yes.
So when they go in, they won't be left behind.
Yes.
The knowledge will already be there.
Yes.
And that's a lot in that bag too.
Yes.
And I'll say that again, that's why we need your donations. That's why we need that, so we can continue to fill those bags to make sure the parents have what they need to take this process to ingrain in them, to put down, to know what to do, how to do it, and how often to do it. It is great that I heard you say, because autism now is a thing, I mean, it happens a lot. More so than I've seen in my lifetime. That there are steps there to help with the parents with that as well. And great work. And they have, what did you say? I think she just said I have a text.
Just various.
No. The text message that you send to the mom. What is that text message? How is it? Somebody wants to know that.
So that's a weekly text message. So that's through the Basics Insight. That was created by a professor at Harvard University. So we pay for the service, and then new parents can sign up. And so every week so you plug in your baby's age, and so the service knows how old your child is every week. So they send just information and tips, a variety of different things every week, and they'll send an easy activity to do with your child depending on the age. It could be something simple like have your child point to something shaped like a square in the room and tell you what color it is. Easy stuff like that parents can keep doing to engage their child's brain.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you see, there's a process behind everything that's in those bags. Everything that we've talked about, there's a step, there is a reason to do it. And we're finding out more and more right here as we talk more with Paige. So you can do the same thing. I encourage you, for you're a parent, if you're a new parent, 850-432-7768, that's the number. We'll talk more with Paige when we return right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Welcome to Little John's Big and Tall, where tall men and big men go for style, fit, and comfort. We offer a wide variety of styles and unique brands that service all sizes from large to 14X, as well as tall sizes from large tall to 6X tall. Our knowledgeable staff are here to make sure you have a stress-free experience and answer any of your questions. Little John's has been named Best of Pensacola and Best of the Bay for 4 years in a row. Visit Little John's at 5700 North Davis or visit us online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com.
It's time to find a health plan that can keep up with your life. A plan that makes getting care convenient, with doctors around the corner.
I can get used to that.
Plus, 24/7 access to care. Plans that keep more money in your pocket, with plan payments as low as $0.
$0. Looks good to me.
Let's find your health solution. Speak to a dedicated Florida Blue agent today. Call 1-850-393-7036 to learn more.
From wanting the perfect dress for the most important day of your life to simply wanting to look your best, let 2 Times a Lady be your saving grace. Whether you're looking for an elegant A-line gown or a trendy cocktail dress, our expert staff will help you find the perfect fit. 2 Times a Lady has been dressing ladies in Pensacola since 1983. Call us at 850-474-3778 or stop by the store at 2755 East Olive Road. We can help you find the ideal dress for your event.
Well, I think it's all about local, and I'm a big believer in local. So I think anytime you can carry a message out locally, it's important. And I think it's anytime the person that delivers the service can also deliver the message, which is unusual. You have the people that actually deliver the project doing the talking, and I think that's a huge difference, and really makes a huge value difference for the consumer. So I'm really just so grateful that we have this local opportunity with Blab TV. My name is Quint Studer, and I am Blab TV.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner, and I am Sunshine, and this is Paige, and we are local. Talking local today. Thank you, Quint, for that little tag in. But the fact of it is, we're talking about what's happening here locally with Light Up Learning. Building brain, things for the children, things for the parents to educate them on this process, this new way of life that they have just entered into by being a parent. By being a parent, because they got to educate those kids and know that you want the best for your child. And when you do that, I think when you look at situations like that, when you know this is all going to benefit my children, that betterment for them, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make sure. And with all the knowledge that we are obtaining and that we're sharing with the community today is a way that we can all be prepared. Once we get everybody in this, in Escambia County, Santa Rosa County, to understand the importance, you're going to come and say, well, Sunshine, I got so much to talk about. It's like, how? But it has grown already. You say you got it, what percentage is up to now that you want to have it up to?
Our kindergarten readiness rate has increased from 42 to 50 already, which is great, but still a lot more work to do.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's great right there within itself.
Yes.
The increase. So I say that because when you do things like that, knowledge is power. When a person knows something, because it's okay to have something, but if I don't share it, it's not going to benefit me. I got to be able to get the word out so that people will know, to reach. And that's why I'm talking to the community. Reach. This is for our children. Grandparents need to know it too, because they're involved in the child's life. But if you don't have the knowledge to know how to better, you hear that silence? That's how it's going to be. And this is what Light Up Learning is all about, so that we can educate and make sure our kids are ready. We're down to the last straw. I mean, like she said that, let me exhale. We only have so much more. But the fact of it, it's been great having you in today.
Thank you, Sonshine.
And to share all that we have been sharing today is absolutely phenomenal. And I thank you for it, because this is the way and what we got to do to make sure that we do for our children. Somebody waited to the end to make sure they ask you a question. That's what that is. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. Okay. Now I hit the red button, but I'm not. Oh, there it is. Good morning.
Good morning, Sonshine. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I just wanted to call and congratulate Sonshine on receiving the Trailblazer 2025 Community Voice Award. You are very deserving of that award, and many, many more. You use your voice to provide information to the community so they can be informed on the things that's available for them, like the project that Paige company has organized to make sure that mothers and babies are provided with just the needed information that they need to make sure that their children are going to grow up with all the material and all the access that they need to be able to be healthy children. And I thank you so much, Sonshine, for being able to be that platform that you provide so that the community know what's available for them.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Martin. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Thank you for everything that you do. We love you, and we cannot say it enough. We love you.
Oh, I'm blushing, but thank you.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day.
But, I appreciate that. But, this is what I believe that the community should do. Because if we work together, I'll say this till I can't say it anymore. There's nothing that we can't do. And I think this program is so vital to the community that they can take these. All of this has been put together, the knowledge that's there for them to only better our children, to better families, mom and dad.
Yes, and I think the great thing about this program is, there are a variety of programs that aim to have intervention in kindergarten and pre-kindergarten, but there aren't a lot of programs that aim for intervention even earlier between those critical years where the brain is really being developed.
Oh, that's right.
And that really is the beauty of this program. It's so important to be working with your child during those early years. I don't want to say it's too late by the time they hit kindergarten, but it's much, much harder to get your child up to speed if they're already behind by the time they are hitting kindergarten.
Absolutely. And I tell you, when I found that out, I was like, really? Yeah. But the more knowledge I receive, the more I understand. And the fact of it is, this is what we want for our children. Let's help them develop into those successful people that we know that they can be. Yeah. And if there is problems, there are things that's also provided with you to get the help that they need, so they can still get what they need, whatever area it is, to be that success by being a part of a program such as this that's there for them. And I can't say that enough, that we need to make sure that we spread the word. Take the I out of the equation. I say it all the time. We can do it. We can do it. Yes. We can do anything that we desire to if we put our minds to it. And this speaks about our children. And I think that with this program, as it continues to grow, you say you have 50%, you go to comment as well. Sonshine, we're at 100%. We're at,
That's the goal.
That's the goal,
Yep.
to have it at
That's the goal.
100%.
Yeah.
Set the goal and you're going to attain that. And we're going to be right there to push you all the way through to do what we can to make sure that our children get the necessities, to get the knowledge, the parents, number one, to get the knowledge that they need to make sure their kids are ready. So when they do enter kindergarten, that they're not behind, that they're right there and they're up to par. Don't you think that's our goal? I really do. But it's fantastic to hear and to see the programs that are there that people may not know. They may not know.
Yep.
And it's like, somebody just said something, I can't hear it. I heard part of it. But the fact of it is, ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking with Paige from the Studer Community Institute for this past hour about the program Light Up Learning, whereas you can be a part to make a difference. Let's build the brains together. Come on, let's build the brain together. You see this that's on the screen. You can go to all of their social media sites. You can go to their website, all the links that are there, where you can be a part of this and buy a bulb.
Yes. Buy a bulb, help us light up our wall.
Yeah, light that wall up and make it beautiful, as I know that you will. because of the fact that it's all about working together. And then what about the pink bulb?
Yes, so everyone who purchases a bulb has a chance to win the pink bulb. So if your bulb lights up pink, then you win a $1,000 gift card to Calabasas Jewelers.
Yeah, diamonds are a girl's best friend. But no doubt about it. That's it right there. That's what we're talking about, that you can do that and be a part of it, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you, light that whole tree up. Light that board up. Yep. Get that pink bulb, because maybe somebody who's going to say, well, I want the pink bulb. They're going to do that to get more to get that bulb, right? That's the thing behind it. But ladies and gentlemen, it has been one day that's filled with nothing but knowledge. And with this knowledge that we are sharing with you today, I believe that knowledge is power. What we've shared with you is about our children. It's about our children from birth, before birth, until 3. Where you can be that person. You are that educator. You are that person that's educating your child. Don't you want your child to have the best? I would do everything I can to educate my child to be up to par with any and everything that's needed. Wouldn't you think so? So look, be a part. Also, think about this as well. We need your donations. We need your monetary donations. To help with us, go to our social media sites. You will see there's a QR code there that you can be a part by making a donation, so we can keep these brain bags filled that we do distribute to the hospitals, Sacred Heart, twice a month, all the way even to Santa Rosa County.
Yes.
So we thank you for being that part. I thank you in advance because I know that you're going to do it. I know that you are. I can feel it in my heart. But again, I say, Paige, thank you for all that you do. Thank you, everybody there at Studer Community Institute, for putting together these powerful programs that's for the community. When it comes to community, as I would say, we are the community. So we as a community can make this work. Yes. I really believe it. And thank you. You did great. She was nervous. But she did
Thank you for having me on.
All right, you did great. But ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, it's been a fantastic day, and I hope that you remember now. If you didn't get to watch the entirety of the show, come back tonight at 6 o'clock. It will be shown again. But I want to leave you with a thought, as I do every single day. And I truly believe this from the bottom of my heart. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first in whatever you do, I believe that you'll be a total success. So until tomorrow, for another day of sunshine, and I've got another show tomorrow that's going to be very educational for you. So when you want to know what's happening in and around our community, well, you can be a part of it. Just tune in Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock right here, Black TV, with your sunshine. So until tomorrow, my dear friends, I want you to know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone.
Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.